People! 1 week ago, Scarlet and Violet's first wave of DLC came out. And here's what I gotta say about it. I personally think Kitakami is a pretty cool place. Japanese influence, I like all that. Oni Mountains. I mean, you even see in the giant monster face, I mean, it's in the name. Oni Mountain, Demon Mountain, monster face. It's all there. It's all cool. Characters wise, Kami and Kiran, they're alright. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens to them with the Indigo Disc, but at the moment, nah. They're alright. Nothing special. But back to Kitakami, I mean, you got like, what, one river? A little lake area. But what? The mountain's the main bit. The mountain's the most interesting bit. Kitakami Hall is pretty cool. I mean, the Japanese festival vibes. Giving me Taiko no Tatsujin vibes for any of you who play some pretty cool rhythm games. But yeah, outside of that, like, I want to mainly talk about the Pokemon. Because that's what I mainly bought this for. The Pokemon. Who's returning? Who's new? Who's returning? Who can I use in VGC? Because I love playing VGC. I ain't done many videos on it, but if you want me to, let me know in the comments, just down there. Because I'm a guy with some crazy team ideas, and I want to unleash them. But if you guys want to see them, let me know. I mean, I'm open to it. Now, speaking of Pokemon, let's start with Sinistra, the funny looking green teapot man, or ghost thingy. I mean, I like its concept. I mean, you saw what the Pokemon Company did with the trailer. That was cool. In terms of typing, Grass Ghost is pretty nice. I mean, you cover like Pokemon like Incineroar's weaknesses really well. So when Incineroar comes back, I can expect them two to be switching out, especially with Hospitality as an ability, encouraging the switching in and switching out. Great for Intimidate cycling. So I mean, plus the move pool. You get Rage Power, Strength Sap, Life Dew, Memento if you're really into that. Then in terms of offense, you got Matcha Gotcha, which can I just say, a mix of Scald, Giga Drain, and Surf. Well, not really Surf, but like more like Muddy Water mixed with Giga Drain with the effects of Scald. It's nice. I really like it. On top of that, in terms of offense, you got your usual Shadow Ball, but then you get Scald, which thankfully that's come back as a good TM. Yes, distribution is limited, but it's nice to have around. Yes, not everyone gets it, but it's there for Pokemon like Sinistra and Milotic that would greatly make use of it. So moving on from Sinistra, we have Dipplin, everyone's favorite toffee apple looking guy. I mean, I like the concept. Cool as an evolution. I mean, you got Flying Dragon Apple, Apple Pie, now Toffee Apple. I'm in. I mean, who doesn't love desserts? If you don't, then what are you on? Or you don't like ice cream or anything? Like, come on, man. Dipplin, I like the concept, like the design. Move Pool is lacking, but then we've got like Syrup Bomb and whatever its signature ability is called. I forgot the name of it already. Like lowering speed for 3 turns is pretty nice, especially 1 stage 3 turns. Like, I've seen people do like crazy durable strats with that. I'd want to try it, but at the same time it's really gimmicky and I think it would work great on Trick Room. But you get like Pollen Puff, Draco Meteor, so it's good in that sense, that you can have a bit of offense and support. But let me just say now, calling all Focus Blast users, this signature ability of Dipplin is going to save you for a small amount of time if Dipplin is viable. Whatever small amount of time it's viable for, it's gonna save you. So use it while you can, folks. But yeah, that's pretty much what there is to say about Dipplin. It's cool. Moveset's lacking, stats alright. But you know, it's got potential. Plus it can hold Eevee alive. Like, that's cool. It makes it bulky. So, yeah, it could be worth using. Might try a few things on Showdown later. Right, moving on. Loyal 3. Now these men are alright. They're alright as a group. They've got some global problems with them, like, I mean, move pools are a bit dodgy sometimes. Stats are alright. But I'll go through them in detail. Starting off, we've got Main man Monkey Dory, the Mega Man forehead. It's your typical fast special attack and psychic type, with the poison type added on, so it's like fast, glaring, sloping. The coverage is what kills it for me. And you got your typical psychic type coverage of psychic move, shadow ball, energy ball kind of thing. Yeah, you get Stardust Wave, which makes the toxic chains pretty nice. But like, there's like no other coverage. Terra Blast, yeah, we got Terrasilize, and that's like, why should I do it with this fella when I can do it with someone like Arcanine with Terra Blast to avoid a sleep power? With if I'm not running safety goggles, it's like I could maybe Terrasilize someone better. And if I'm not gonna Terrasilize into Monkey Dory to use within Terra Blast, I don't know. It's the coverage is lacking, but it's still good Pokemon. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just the coverage kind of hurts it, because if you want to hit like a Steel type, you gotta go Shadow Ball. Which yes, it's nice as a good neutral hitting move. It's not ideal if you want to take out the flipping Steel type. So you know, that's the main problem I have. I mean, it's not the most bulky Pokemon, but it's solid. It's a solid special attacker with the likes of Alakazam and Gengar kind of level. I can see it getting usage, but it might not be as good as, say, the other members of the Royal 3. Speaking of which, Okidogi, or Okidogi, whatever you want to call him, the man's gonna fetch this bone because he's alright. I mean, typing and stat-wise, he's basically like slow bulky Toxicroak, except with a pretty good move pool. I mean, okay, Toxicroak had a decent move pool. It just wasn't used, it's just very frail. Okidogi is he's bulky, but slower. But his like physical move pool's pretty good. It's that typical fighting type move pool. Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Rock move, Ground move, plus Stab in Poison and Fighting. It's your typical fighting type move pool, which is great because it just suits it. It's a big macho dog, looking like some bootleg ringside wrestler plus dog stuff. I don't know. It looks alright. It's just the typing stats really leave it open. It's just had to like ground and psychic weaknesses. And with Landorus Incarnate getting buffed thanks to Sand Storm, you don't really want to be risking that. Plus you get Terra Flying Landorus Terra Blast. Monkey Dory is a psychic type, come on. So yeah, there's stuff like that hurts it, but overall it's solid. I think Terra Grass might help it out with the ground weakness. Well, won't save it from the flying weakness though, but you know, there's options. So you can circumvent those weaknesses. But still, it's not the best member of the three. The best is Pheasantipity, but I'll speak about now. Because this guy, flipping it. You got solid typing Poison Fairy. It's like Galarian Weezing, and I'll get to that fella in a minute. Like, Poison Fairy is nice. On top of that, it's a typings. Not typings, stats. That's what I meant to say, stats. Don't get me mixed up now. Stats wise, as bulky as anything. Attacking stats are mid, like base 90 physical is alright. It's great for like a Sword Dance Sweeper, which it can be. That special attack stat is not really worth the using. I see people go special attack stats with heat waves and all that, icy wind. I'm like, yes, I get you want to use Toxic Chain and hit both, and get the poison on both, and it's nice and all. However, I feel like if you want it to be more useful, you get moves like Tail Slap and Dual Wing Beat. You'll hit multiple times, they're going to chain them, Toxic Chain is going to happen. You're more likely to get it hit like twice or 3 times than once. Yes, both Pokemon it's a different thing, both as opposed to hitting multiple once. But with it, you can like break Focus Sash. You get Swords Dance to help that physical attack stat. Play Rough and Gunk Shot are there. Quick Attack if you want priority. Lash Out is just there. And Acrobatics. I mean, if you've got Citrus Berry set, have fun. Because Acrobatics, Swords Dance, if you know how Lucha's like, Pheasantipity can do it too. Plus Terra Flying circumvents the ground weakness, so it's not all bad. But yeah, I mean, Technician is a hidden ability, it's pretty nice as well, considering you've got Tail Slap. And you got good old Dual Wing Beat. So you can run some Sizzle level stuff with Quick Attack as well. So you can go like Technician set, play off as last move. Can't Steel types, but it's alright. It's usable. Now, let's move on to the poster child for this DLC. Everyone's favourite Teal Mask fella, Ogerpon. Comes in 4 flavours: spicy, cold, gravel, and Teal Mask. 4 flavours. Teal Mask is alright. In terms of forms, I like the concept of the little monster guy, the mask hiding himself. I like that. And the compensation for having to hold the other masks as items, and so you can change forms, and you're locked into Terra type, and the attack boost. Ivy Cosmo is pretty good. It's got good move pool. The abilities like Mold Breaker, that's nice. You're going to use Stomping Tantrum. Right, Cresselia ain't escaping that one. But yeah, like the compensation for having to run a certain item it's alright. It's like what they did with Zacian in Zamazenta, giving them the Behemoth Blade, Behemoth Bash level stuff. As well as their stats being crazy. You saw a VGC 22-21. It was Zacian was there. With Incineroar, my man. Tearing through teams. It was great fun. I ain't even lying, it was just fun. But yeah, so Ogerpon's gone back to that kind of thing. I mean, Spiky Shield's nice. Follow Me, that's interesting. But stats wise, it's mostly like, what, the typical... It's like a typical fast physical attack with a bit more bulk. Which is nice. It's nice to have a slightly bulkier Pokemon, especially since you're Grass type by default, and will be Grass type with your other forms. And I will say, Wellspring and Heart Flame, or whatever that is, Earth Flame, it's good because the typings balance each other out. You've got Grass, Water, Grass, Fire. That's pretty nice. The Rock type addition is alright. Like, you become Cradilly, basically, but physical and fast. But like, better. Like, some of the abilities are okay. Water Absorbs, it's alright. I mean, yes, you can kind of dodge Urshifu, but close combat or Ice Spinner. Aerial Ace, Thunder Punch. It gets other moves that can just whack you with, including Poison Jab, so good luck if that troubles it. But yeah, Ogerpon's alright. Got a Blood Moon Ursaluna. Solid special attacker. Coverage is lacking. That's a bit odd, but it's not bad. But yeah, about all I can say really. The ability's quite good. But I feel like if you come against something like Corviknight, and you ain't got Dipplin to help you with Focus Blast, it's like, well, what are you going to hit it with? You're going to Terrasilize, you're going to wait for it to Terrasilize so you can hit it with Earth Power? Or Mind's Eye, or what, Blood Moon? Realistically, your options are very limited, especially with 4 move slots. So if you don't want to go Focus Blast, you've got to go like Moon Blast, Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave is useful for it though, that priority is nice. That's what I got to say about it really. It's like, it seems good, it could be good, but base form Ursaluna seems stronger. Just like move pool, typing, well, typing's the same. Stat distribution, that's a big game changer here. Moving on to returning Pokemon. Now we've got some good ones, some very good ones. I'm gonna start with Mandibuzz, the Buzzard as I call it. The Buzzard, Mandibuzz. Great support Pokemon. I'm happy it came back. I mean, it's move pool. I've been using it quite a bit on Showdown, just testing some teams and stuff. It's fun. You get like Foul Play, Snarl, Knockoff. On top of that, you got Rock Tomb for speed control, Brave Bird, anything like that. You get Taunt, Tailwind, Roost, Toxic, Protect. Out of them 10 moves, you can come up with some pretty good sets. Even an Assault Vest support, you can do it. Because Mandibuzz is a great utility one. Like most Dark types. Dark types are, from what I've learned, some of the best supports are always Dark types. I mean, look at like Sableye, Grimmsnarl. They're clearly good support. You have Woshen, who fell off hard, but again has its uses. Ting Lu as well. When you get Bulldoze and Ruination, you can deal big damage. But you still can control the speed. You can still hunt your opponent quite well. It does the job. Plus, it helps my Dragonite set up Dragon Dance. So yeah, I like having the fun with that. But yeah, Mandibuzz and Mandibuzz. I hope it continues being Mandibuzz, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be very sad. Right, come on. I think that's another one. Yes, it's Dragon Fighting type, susceptible to Fairy, but Terastallization helps that. Moves, all there. Overcoat and abilities. This goes for Mandibuzz too, but like, a Moongus ain't getting nothing done. You got like, what, Paralyze it or burn it. If you're carrying like a Lumberry or your Terra Fire, the burns ain't happening, so it's pretty good. But it is threatened by another newcomer, along the Ninetales. Now I think Hail teams love this because like Along the line tells, yes, it's really weak to steel, but once you take that idea away and go straight, right, fast Aurora Veil, plus Blizzard, plus Freeze Ride, plus Moonblast, great offensive typing because you can hit a lot, not steel types, but that offensive power of ice type moves and fairy moves are dangerous and you don't want to mess with it. Like, you can apply offensive pressure plus Aurora Veil while bolstering your own defenses as well as your teammates. It's really good. Speaking of other things, Polycone. I mean, you can now do Perish Trap Rain teams with Polycone. That's ridiculous. Like, you thought Perish Trap teams with Scream Tail and Fluttermane were good? Polycone can do it. It's bulky, sets up the rain, meaning you can run like a semi-Perish Trap team with Urshifu, Basculegion, Barraskewda if you really want to go down that route. You get more options with it. Plus, it benefits the genies with like their moves. Every genie but Enamorous. That's all I'm going to say about Polycone. It's just a nice addition to the roster, useful on other teams. Now, the main one for me, Charger Bug. For those of you who haven't watched a few videos from last year, Charger Bug is my man. I mean, it got buffed with Lunge, that was very nice. On top of that, you have String Shot, very overlooked by you lot, you Pokemon fans. You think this is some annoying early game move? Ah, you're wrong. I love this move. Basically, lowering both opponents' speed stats by 2 stages. I couldn't ask for more. You get your special attack boost, well, special attacking power boost with a battery, Sticky Web as well, Thunder Wave, great for speed control, Lunge lowers attack stat. I mean, yeah, you don't want to use it on like King Gambit or Annihilate, but in general, those are only a few Pokemon, a small handful that get defiant or competitive. When it comes down to the greater, when you look at the bigger picture, the speed control is useful. Even if it's just Thunder Wave Sticky Web with them, or Thunder Wave String Shot and Lunge, it's like, it does a job. And I'm very happy it's back. Now overall, what do I rate this DLC? I'm saying it's an 8 out of 10. Because mainly the Pokemon, like I said earlier, the Pokemon I bought it for, and you have like, the moves are good, the TMs they brought back were nice, the nerf to Grassy Vibe was sad. But outside of that, like move pools of some of like the legendaries and stuff, it's just, well, there could have been more potential. They're legendaries after all. Yes, the lower 3 might be minor legendaries, but I still think it's a really sort of DLC overall. The new cosmetics are nice as well, like come on, the Jinbei. It's better than walking around that dusty old school uniform. I mean, I'm playing a game, I'm trying to escape from school. And I'm still in school in the game, it's like, come on! But that's all folks, 8 out of 10, Teal Mask, pretty good if you ask me. And with that, see you next time.